Businesses need to adjust their tone into more empathic way, show empathy. Recession, pandemic, people were over with pandemic and now there's recession. So, people are really lost, they're burnt out. If they're asking for a discount, listen to them if you can, fulfill that. Be empathic. It's not just the business going through tough times, also the customers, the end users going through a lot of tough time. So, like for example, this example, in social channel, what we did in the pandemic was when people were trying to leave the churn, the product because they couldn't afford it. Our team actually reached out to them, sent messages that, hey, if you can't afford it, take it free for some time. When their good times are back, we can actually start paying again. Right? That's a small step in helping people who are in tough times. You can try to empathize with that. So a lot of people took that offer. Some of them didn't take their offer because they were actually doing good, right? So it really depends what message or what image of a brand you want to show with the people. I know there are a lot of companies who raised their pricing during the pandemic. They raised their pricing in the recession, and it had a negative impact on people. But again, I can't say that they did wrong. They might have their own reasons. They might be going through recession. They might have done layoffs. So it's, there are always two sides to the story. So not saying that they did bad, but, it actually did create a negative impact on people that, hey, it's tough times and now you're raising prices. We still can't afford the product with your current pricing. We are going away from your product, right? So a lot of these examples are there in the industry where people try to raise their pricing, but overall, it has the message. If the message is good enough, people will understand your story. They will listen to you. They'll take you as a leader, and they will remember you for a long, long time. So if you're trying to help them in the tough times, they'll have a great impact about your company, the culture you guys have, and it will help you in the long run because these people will become your alpha audience. And the alpha audience is an audience that actually promotes your product and tells about your product to the world. If you have a lot of alpha audience, you can beat your competitors in short time because they will actually start promoting your product, right? So tough times, recessions, cope with it. There will be good days. Give good messages to your customers, users, and users, and help everybody in this times. Businesses can use social media management tools out there to schedule a lot of their content in advance, and they can use automation to repurpose their content. And once this is done, they can actually focus on engaging with your audience, creating good quality product. So this is very essential on social media. If you're not publishing content regularly, people might come visit your page, see that, hey, you have a post published at, let's say, 2 weeks before, and then they'll think that you're probably dead, right? And probably you're not serious with the business. So constantly posting every single day is very, very important, right? Even though the reach is dead or not, that's a separate topic, right? So you have to publish content as a social media business. As a business on social media, you got to publish content. So focus on automation, focus on tools that can help you save time and schedule this content in advance, all right? So yeah, thank you. So the features that businesses can use for automation to streamline their social media is that in number one, there's a feature called bulk upload. So now bulk upload feature is that you get a CSV file, you can download. So in social channel, there's a lot of our users use this feature to schedule their content in advance. So they download a CSV file, they put the content, the text on it, the time it has to be scheduled on, and the type of the post. So it's a reel, it's a video, it's an image. They put that over there, and they fill the CSV file with, let's say, hundreds of content, right? And with Social Jam, they go there, they upload that CSV file, and a single click, they can schedule hundreds of posts, and they can see it in the calendar view. So, a lot of content, a lot of agencies, businesses, they have their content for the month already scheduled and planned. So they use that stuff, put it in a CSV file, upload that in Social Jam, and everything gets scheduled on time. So they don't do it one by one. So that's number one, it saves time. Number two is the recycle feature, to repurpose your old content. So a lot of companies, let's say, posting Monday motivations, right? So what they do is that they create a folder within Social Champ. They dump all the quotes, you could say, in that folder. So, Monday motivation, all the quotes in a folder. They can bulk upload it again through a CSV file. So there's a folder now of 100 quotes, right? Then they create a campaign. They say that, hey, choose one post every, let's say, Monday, 3 p.m. So now what happens is every Monday, the Social Champ picks the first quote, posts on Monday, and on the second Monday, it picks the second posts on the second Monday. And it keeps doing that till it reaches to the end. And then there's a feature called Forever Repetitions. So it actually restarts again from the first one, right? Now imagine this. So you're a business, you're a restaurant. Every Monday you decide to publish motivation quotes. Every Thursday you decide to publish recipes or, dishes. Every Friday you decide to throw weekend offers, discounts, right? You can set that up in folders, change the content a little bit, and start your campaigns up. And every Monday, every Thursday, every Friday is going to publish the content different. It's to restart again, right? A lot of companies use this feature to repurpose their content. So this is one of the favorite ones that people use. So bulk upload is a favorite one. Using recycle feature is a favorite one. Third is RSS feature. So a lot of businesses have some blogs they follow, like TechCrunch or other companies, right? They have their RSS feeds. They connect to those websites within Social Champ. They plug it in, and they connect that with their social media profiles. So whenever TechCrunch or any other blog publishes a content, it goes automatically to their social media profiles. Now, it can be controlled. Like, for example, you want to say that, hey, post one post maximum in a single day. You don't want everything to be published on your social media. You can do that, right? So it can be controlled by, hey, put hashtag. This is the hashtag you want to publish when it automatically publishes content. So these three features help you with a lot of automation. And then actually you can see everything in the calendar view that, hey, if I'm using recycle content, I can see my days are filled up. So if you see the calendar view, you can keep on changing the months and you will see the content is already filled up because it's recycled content, right? It's evergreen, it's forever green, right? So you can see everything in the calendar view. So these are the top three features that people use a lot, and you should actually use them, save time, and then so that you can focus on replying to the people, replying to users on social media, and getting that human connection. Social media management tools out there can actually implement features that notify to their users about human interaction. It could be comments, it could be posts, it could be messages that people are taking the name of their product. So usually brand mentions. So any feature that informs a social media management tool that their users are asking about this, talking about it, there's a message from the user to reply to it. I think these are important things to have that human element connected with your customers. So as a social media product, focus on features that notify your users about a human interaction so that they can comment back. They can use templates that auto reply to the user. And then once they reply back, you can take charge and reply to them and engage with them. So this is really important for social media businesses to interact with the users so that they can have this value added, that there's a human behind the brand and there are people running the company and it's not just robots in replying to them. Thank you. The key features that social media management tool should be built on are three things. Number one, creating content. So you got to put features out there that enable your users to create content that's easy to use, easy to create, use AI to generate content, images, work on that, optimize that. So creating content is the first thing. The second thing is about automation. How you can, once the content is created, how you could use automation to spread that knowledge, spread that content to 9 or 10 or different social media platforms out there. So creating content, automation, and the third thing is analysis. right? So once you create the content and you publish the content, so how is the content doing? Is it doing good on Facebook? Is it doing good on Twitter? Is it really doing good on TikTok? What content is loved by your audience, and what is the content that they love consuming? Once you know that, you can actually create more content similar to your content that actually worked out. So a lot of people actually miss this part on social media. They just come, they publish content, and they disappear and think about the next content that they need to publish. Analytics is an important part of social media. Figuring out the content your audience loves to consume, that is important. What post is generating more awareness, more reach, more sales, that is important. So track the end journey of your customer from social media till your end product. That's super important. So focus on that. So these are the things that social media management tools should be built. And if you have time, try to bring audience, try to find a way that you can promote that product, that content, that piece of content to different people out there. So use these concepts. This is the concept that Social Champ is built on, but there are other tools out there. If they're listening, you got to put these 3 things as your priority and then focus on those things, right? And then the ease of use, the UI, UX, that's obvious things. That is something that's mandatory, that's obvious. The product has to be super easy to use.